Baggy baggy bow bow. Baga bing bang shaka bagabao. Baga baga bing bing. Baga bing baga shaka pow. Oh, shaka poo poo. Pow! Oh, good sleepy. Doble. Sleepy? Nah. Wake up call. Wakey wakey kota.
Christmas sense. Oh, hi! I'm so glad to see you here. Whew. I have some important news to tell you. I have actually some bad news and some good news. So I'll start with the bad news first. I think something might have happened to Gizmo. I haven't seen him around for the last couple of days, and I'm starting to get very worried. But I don't know, maybe he turns up again. Maybe he's just outside for a stroll. Yeah, and good news. I found my cookie box. I have more bad news. There are no cookies in it. It's empty. But I have more good news. I'm not crazy. There's actually something weird going on in this house. I thought for a while there that I was losing it because I haven't been sleeping. I haven't slept for a week, and there's been some strange noises in the night. But I thought it was all in my head. But now I know that there's something strange going on in the neighborhood, and I don't know who to call. But the important thing is that now I know. So I know how this sounds, but I'm pretty certain that there's actually some sort of a Christmas troll running around, and he's reading my comics, and he's eating my cookies, and he's hiding so I can't find him. I haven't seen him, but I'm pretty sure he's real. And I don't know what he wants. But I know that it's happening, because like, you're here, and that means that he's real too. Because if not, I would just be like some crazy guy sitting here all alone in the middle of the night talking about comic books, and yeah. But you are here, so everything is fine. Anyway, today we are gonna take a look at Moon Knight. Yeah, it's just called Moon Knight. So this comic book is written by Brian Michael Bendis and illustrated by Alex Maleev. Maleev, I'm not sure. It's published by Marvel Comics. And this was a very fun read. I love this comic book. And I'm a huge fan of Moon Knight as well. So before we continue, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about Moon Knight. So Moon Knight, he's like a vigilante. He's often compared to Batman. He's like Marvel's Batman. That's what many people say. But that is not fair, in my opinion, because I can understand the similarities, but they're very different. And yeah, we hear oftentimes that Batman has an unstable psyche and that he's traumatized and he's got psychological issues, but never on the level of Moon Knight. So I'll tell you some more about Moon Knight so you'll get an idea. So Moon Knight's real identity or name is Mark Spector. And Mark Spector was a mercenary. And while he was working as a soldier for hire, he ended up almost dying on a mission. He got betrayed and he got shot, and then he miraculously heals and survives. And according to him, it was because, because there was a blessing from the moon god, and that he's the chosen, he's the moon god's chosen one to fight for justice and stuff. So when he comes back to New York, he starts doing all these things, and he develops these personas or identities that he used to fight crime. So he's got one identity like movie producer, like this rich playboy kind of character, very similar to Bruce Wayne, Stephen Grant. And then he's got his other personality called Jake Lockley. And Jake Lockley is a taxi driver in New York. He's connected. He uses that identity to talk to people and try to figure out what's going on. And then there is Moon Knight. So this is kind of how his life begins, but then after some time he starts to lose grip on the identities and they become his personality, and he can't figure out who he is, and he's changing and swapping between the different characters, and he's gone mad multiple times. So all these things really make him a very cool character. Now, about his powers, does he have powers? Is there a moon god? Who knows? So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to talk a little bit about this one, and then we are going to go into spoilers today. A little bit, because that's where the fun part of this comic book is. I can't say much without going into spoilers on this one. I'm sorry, but I have an idea. When we get into spoilers, I'll warn you, and you can mute me, and then when I give you thumbs up, you can turn the sound back on again, and I won't spoil anything for you. So, in this comic book, Moon Knight goes to LA, so he's not in New York as he usually operates in New York. Now he's gone to LA to produce a movie as Stephen Grant about his life as Moon Knight. So, yeah. While he is in LA, some weird stuff happens, and he discovers that there is this new crime lord trying to get control, and Moon Knight is out to stop him. So now we will go into spoilers. So if you don't want the spoilers, just mute me right now. Oh yeah, okay. I can still talk. So yeah. Okay, I'm going to spoilers now. So while he is in LA, Mark Spector, Moon Knight, he he teams up with Wolverine, Spider-Man, and Captain America, and like they are working together to bring down this crime boss. And this is where things get interesting, because at first you meet the gang and they're talking, they're planning like their next move. I'll show you a little bit more. And Moon Knight discovers something, and he finds something. He finds the head of Ultron, and after that they need to kind of figure out what to do. But the next page, you see that no one's there. It's just Mark Spector talking to himself. And I love this. This is so cool. So his different personalities in this one is not just the regular ones that we've met, like Stephen Grant and Jake Lockley. Now he actually thinks that he is with Captain America, Spider-Man, and Wolverine. Or I don't know, maybe he thinks he is them in addition to being himself. So it's kind of fun because he has this spider web shooter and this homemade Wolverine claw thingy. Yeah. It's a fun comic book. There's lots of humor, and I really like the illustrations as well. It doesn't feel like any other Moon Knight comic I've read in my life. Okay, we can you can come back now. Hello? Oh, okay, you're here. Yeah, so it's a very fun comic book, and I would absolutely recommend you to check this out. Yeah. So that's all I had for today. Tune in next time. Yeah. Okay. See you next time. Bye.
We're counting down to Christmas. We're spending all of our pay. We're getting so excited. We need a holiday.
Bagabao, Santa Popo. Yum, yum. Muy snickety, muy pow pow. Shakakapow. Bye bye, sleepy time.